Claire Ryan. I'm the coordinator of the Midwest Invasive Plant Network, and I'm also the administrative lead for UMISC 2020 Online. This is a poster demonstration video specifically showing you how to retrofit an existing poster file that you may have made for another conference, or but it's the more traditional way of doing a poster and then converting it to the online environment. And I'll show you a couple options. We're going to start with a walkthrough of the back ends of a poster page so you get a feel for that as well. If you're interested in creating something completely different, check out our other poster demo video as well. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start a screen share. Okay. And where we're going to start is in an email that looks very much like this one. It'll come from me, I'll be generating it, but the email address it is associated with is called umisc2020@event-emails.com. So if you're watching this video and you haven't received a link to the back end of your poster, maybe check your spam folder. Okay, so where you want to go when you get this email, just scan the text, but this green button at the bottom that says edit your profile, that's where you want to go. Don't click on the other green button yet that says go to the event app. Our app is not live yet. It won't be until early October. For the meanwhile, you're going to click down here, and then hop over here. This is what you will see. It'll say welcome. And then it'll say the name of your poster, exactly how you entered it in the abstract form. So it might be kind of long, depending on how long your title was. And then you'll see this is the basic navigation to set up the back end of a poster. It says here company details, documents, and external links. So company details. Unfortunately, it's a little confusing, but EventMobi treats poster pages the same as exhibit or company pages. So you're just gonna kind of have to, in your head, every time you see company here, just pretend it's not there, pretend it says poster instead. So poster details. Let's look at this first. So I have set a lot of this up for you. Again, in the poster name, it's going to say the title that you submitted to us. You can edit it if you'd like to, but make sure any documents you upload have the same title as the poster page, right? Logos, I didn't include a logo for any posters, but if you have a small square image that well represents your project, your poster, feel free to upload it. It's pretty straightforward, but it does have to be in a square format. Down here in details about, so I here entered your abstract exactly as you submitted it to us. Definitely read that. Look for any typos. If there were any typos in what you put in the abstract form, they would be carried over here as well. It also will be unformatted, so please use this editor, very straightforward editor, to add any formatting. You can add links. For example, if you have species Latin names, you might want to go in and italicize all those. Just an example of what you can do there. So we're not going to talk about video, adding a video in this demo, because we're talking about more of a traditional poster, right? And we'll look at a call to action in a little bit. Keep going. Contact information, I left this blank. It's really up to you how much contact information and what type of contact information you want to provide with your poster. So feel free to add it. Just make sure when you're done, you hit save. It'll give you a little message at the top of the screen that says successfully updated. Okay, and after you see that, you can go backwards. So this next step is the absolute minimum you're going to have to do to add a traditionally formatted poster to your poster site. What you're going to do, go into documents, and then use your computer's internal file browser or drag and drop to add the file or many files here. It says down here it supports a lot of different file types, including Word docs, PowerPoint files, Excel files, PDF, and JPEG. You do have MPGN, you have a limit of 24 megs. Probably most stuff that you will put in here is not going to be that size. I will give a caveat here that this is not the fastest, most appealing way to show folks a poster, because if you think it through, when they come to your page, they're going to have to take at least 5 different steps to be able to see your poster. They're going to have to click on the file, then navigate to where on their computer, on their hard drive, they want to save it. They'll have to save it and then go find it, open it, and then finally view it in whatever program it's saved in. So that's, 5 steps. It might only take a minute or so, but there are going to be a couple dozen posters at UMISC. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of an innovative way to translate a traditional poster into an online format that it takes a little bit more work, but it will be a little bit more engaging. So we'll look at that in just a second. Last thing I want to show you on the back end here. So external links is exactly what it sounds like. You can add as many external website links as you want. So for example, if there are YouTube videos associated with your poster project, you can add as many of those as you want, that kind of thing. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to bring a static poster file to life a little bit more in the online environment using a program called ThingLink. Now, we have licensing for ThingLink. So if you watch this video and you like what you see or you just want to try it, shoot me an email at cryan@umisc.net and I will get you set up to. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that your full poster is in an image file, and you may also want to make inset image files of individual parts of your poster. And I have an example that I can show you that'll help this make a little bit more sense. So we're gonna share screen again. Okay. And I'm actually, so I opened up the PowerPoint file in which my poster was made. This is an actual poster that got printed out in like 36 by 36 inches and sent to a conference before. So we have it in PowerPoint. You might actually be able to save it. I'm not sure if you can save as in PowerPoint as a JPEG. Perhaps you can. Yes, it looks like you can. So that's one way to do it. You can also use the snipping tool in Windows. I don't know if Mac has an equivalent or not, but snipping tool is pretty great for creating the whole image file and then for also creating images of parts of the poster. So all you do is create a new snip and then select what you want. So if I was doing the whole thing, do like that, and then save it on your computer locally where you want it to be. Get out of that. And then let's just show you real quick as well. You do the exact same thing. If you say you wanted these pie charts to be an inset, you would just take a snip of those, save it separately, and then any other parts of the poster you want to direct people to in ThingLink. And that's what I'll show you next. Okay, so once you get a login to ThingLink, again, contact me for that. This is where you'll be. You want to go to create and then upload an image, and then find the image file for your whole poster, and then click upload. So I've already done that and it's here. So we'll go here next. Make sure, so here's some of the controls. You just want to go to edit and it'll open up your poster in an editable window. Okay. So essentially, the controls here are to add tags to your poster in ways that are going to allow you to zoom in and resolve some of these issues where the font size is just too small to read. So what I'm going to do is add a tag. As soon as you click it, it makes your tag. I'm going to add text and media. This is the one probably you're going to use most for posters. Once you get into this editing of the tag, you can change how it looks. Since I'm basically trying to zoom in on different parts of my poster, I'm going to use a little magnifying glass. If it's important for people to read or to view the different elements you put in sequential order, you might want to use either the letters or the numbers, so that's more intuitive. For me, like I said, I'm just going to use the magnifying glass. I'll make it green to fit my style. You can add a title, so just it shows up live as you start doing it, and so basically title, big text in bold, the description, the smaller text. This, if you have a figure, for example, with a caption, this is where you might want to type your caption. You don't need to have a title if you don't want. But since I'm basically just trying to zoom in, I just want the image. All right, not in the right folder. Let me get my folder here. Here's my pie charts that I earlier snipped and saved. I'm going to open that. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do. And once you're done putting whatever you want in your tag, just click right there. I'm going to make another one and go through it just a little faster. This is a species list. Again, really hard to read because of the font size in this display. So I'm going to add another inset just to zoom in on that and go through it a little faster so you can see that it doesn't take a ton of time once you get a feel for it. So add tag, add text and media, change our icon, one other magnifying glass. I'm just using an image again. I don't need, so what the hey, let's go species list, add our image. Again, I've got it saved on the same place, species list. There it is. Done. We'll move this. That's it. It does kind of lay out a little funny when you put a title in. I don't particularly like that. I'm going to get rid of that. And then, and you can add, I believe, as many of these tags as you want. So if you've got a really complex poster, you can add several and just zoom in on different parts. Like I said, definitely use the numeric or alphabet tags to put things in sequence if that's something you need to do. Let's just show you another couple of things in here really quickly. So you can add a custom color scheme. They've got several built in. This is for basically the colors that people see in the inset. So like, for example, if I use that one and we look at this, it's just got different colors in there. If you don't like any of the preset ones, you can also customize using pretty much any color of the rainbow you want to use. Just make sure, again, you save it. Animation. So I think it automatically animates them to pulse like this. It just draws the eye a little bit and it inspires people to want to click on them. But if you don't like it, if it's too busy, you can just use the slider to disable that. I believe if you want to get rid of the ThingLink brand, you can because we have a paid account. And if you happen to want to voice over your whole poster or any of your tags, that's an option you have too. But you would need to record your voiceover files separately and make sure they're short and small enough file size to be accommodated. Let's say we want to do that here. This is where you do it, upload audio file. I don't have any audio files ready to go, but it's perfectly doable. You can add content if you've got content preloaded on a website, you can do that. Add text label. Let's see what that looks like. This is just a little bit more simple. So if you just wanted to like basically add a note, like this was my favorite part of this project. You can do that. Give a little exclamation point. This is my favorite part of this project. And that just scrolls over, so people don't even have to click to get into that. It just makes a little bubble. So I like ThingLink. It's fun to play with. I encourage you, if you have the time, to do this to make your poster more dynamic for UMISC online. Now, of course, the critical part is actually getting this, once you've finished, into EventMobi so that people can get between one and the other. So I'm going to say we are done. The last step is to go to publish. So we're going to click publish. Share link. And copy the link, because this is what you'll need to port this into EventMobi, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, back to our EventMobi page, back to my profile. We're going to go back in here to poster details, and we're going to put our ThingLink link in as a call to action. So I guess I had already done this. The default will be no call to action. We will include a call to action, put in the right link that we just made, and this is where you can customize what your button says. View poster is pretty basic. How about that? Click here to see interactive poster, exclamation point. I'm excited. And it'll preview your button. Pretty straightforward, I think. Again, when you add anything to this, just make sure you save. I will say too, if you are more comfortable working in Tableau or ArcGIS Online than ThingLink, you're welcome to do that as well. You would basically do the same thing, which is pull your shareable link, put it in here, and add it as a call to action. You can do both, of course. You can put your interactive poster in here and include a file to a static PDF, PowerPoint, whatever it is. So that's my tutorial. If you need help with any of this, let me know, but sooner rather than later, because I am going to be real busy at the end of October getting final touches put on. You probably know my email by now, but it is cryan@umisc.net, and I'm happy to help. Okay, take care, and I will see you at UMISC.